My name is Maddie Kriger. I'm a journalism and poli-sci major, and I'm one of the development co-chairs on Hillel Exec, and I'm also a member of the Jewish Theatre Ensemble. I just think that for me personally, my Jewish identity, not necessarily religious identity, but kind of the way that I feel connected to Jewish traditions and honestly to Jewish people is really important to me, and I don't think that I could have gone through college not connecting to that and not kind of nurturing that part of me. I would say that a lot of my kind of personal and kind of professional growth at Northwestern has come from my involvement in Hillel. I became a member of Hillel Exec midway through my freshman year, and that being kind of the youngest in that group of people who are incredible leaders was probably one of the most formative experiences of my time at Northwestern, because I got to be given it was nice because someone was saying we trust you, you're a great leader, we want to invest in your leadership and kind of ideas, but also I got to really be in kind of a learning environment where I got to see what some juniors and seniors who had really kind of already or were reaching kind of the pinnacle of their leadership and learning at Northwestern. I got to see what they were doing, and that was a really amazing thing to be a part of, and I've continued to be involved with Hillel Exec. The skills that I have gained from being on Hillel Exec and being now one of the leaders of the Jewish Theatre Ensemble, JTE, are incredibly important interpersonal communications and just relationship building skills that I think are gonna I'll carry with me forever. I think that it is really exemplary of why I think Hillel is so incredible and so successful at what it does, is that Hillel is about giving students access to their Jewish identities in ways that make sense and are comfortable but a little challenging for them. So the people, not everyone on JTE is Jewish, but especially for the Jewish students who are there, it's a way to connect to their Jewish heritage and Jewish identity and explore that, both for the people who are on our executive board and who work on our shows and who are involved in any way. It's really a means of connecting to Judaism as a religion and as a nation or a people through something that they're so passionate about, and that is, I think, building those kinds of connections now in college is what kind of leads people to remain connected Jewishly later on. I've talked to some of the alums that are involved in the Hillel community because of my role as development co-chair, and their Jewish experiences here, most of them are involved in have become involved as adults in Hillel because they didn't have it here, or they didn't know that it existed, or it was a weird thing to do or something like that. Some of them, were the kind of students that really took advantage of it, but some of them were really they want to connect now because they felt the lack of it while they were in college. And so I think that the major thing that has changed, or thing that has progressed, has been is that Hillel is a major player on campus. There's a very low barrier to entry, I think, and that is crucial and definitely not something that's always been around. Probably my favorite thing is Dil Shabbat. Again, that was something that was started when I was a freshman, my first year on Hillel Exec, it was started by Nora Cohen, who was like one of those people that I was, drinking the Kool-Aid and learning from. And I think I love it because it's again one of those like accessible ways of connecting to Hillel and to Jewish tradition. It's fun, it's outside, it's usually beautiful, and people are excited for the weekend, and it's a great way to connect, the regulars with people who aren't necessarily coming to Hillel all the time, which I think is like the key important thing that Hillel can do. And it's an example of students making programming and making kind of the community that they want to make, which is really important here. The football season is probably my absolute favorite thing at Northwestern. I love football, first of all, and I love going to tailgates and going to the games and having the huge student section and cheering, going crazy, and we don't always win, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm excited to be around for that in the fall. Go Cats!